Hello guys, welcome back to a brand new video and welcome to another WWE 2K Universe Mode simulation. And this one that we're going to be doing today is a very special one because none other than the King of Strong Style is going back to NXT. And I am very excited about this one today because NXT is really the place where Shinsuke Nakamura became Shinsuke Nakamura. I mean, don't get me wrong, he was doing all this stuff in Japan before and he was making his way around the independents and everything, and you know, he was still Shinsuke Nakamura, but in NXT he went from Shinsuke Nakamura to Shinsuke Nakamura, you know? And of course, you know, sadly, since he moved up from NXT, it hasn't really been amazing for Shinsuke. And so, I mean, real quick, if we go ahead and run through Shinsuke's lowlights is what I'm going to call them, not highlights. There hasn't been many highlights on main roster for our boy Shinsuke. I mean, let's see, his main roster debut against The Miz, you know, where he came out and the violin came out, that was amazing. And then he went on to have a boring feud with Dolph Ziggler for no real apparent reason. That was bad. And then when you think things are maybe getting better heading into 2017 SummerSlam in Brooklyn, by the way, he goes ahead and loses to Jinder Mahal, not once, but twice, with the WWE Championship on the line. Brilliant. But then you think, oh my god, maybe they're going to turn around on Shinsuke and he will win the WWE Championship from AJ Styles at WrestleMania 34 after winning the Royal Rumble. It's all going well. No. Instead of doing that and capitalizing on one of the most popular babyfaces in recent memory, we'll go ahead and have him lose to AJ, turn heel, he'll lose match after match after match after match, and then he'll fall into irrelevancy and become United States Champion, but no one gives a damn about his United States Championship reign in the slightest. His Intercontinental reign was pretty cool, but other than that, they bungled Shinsuke heavily. And so in a roundabout kind of way, what I'm trying to say here is that I wish sometimes that Shinsuke Nakamura would just take his bags and go back to NXT, because of course, he's kind of been in this Roman Reigns Tribal Chief picture lately, but that's not enough for me. I want to see him go back to NXT and become Shinsuke Nakamura, what he used to be. And so that's kind of the point of this simulation here today in Universe Mode. We're going to put Shinsuke Nakamura back in NXT for 1 calendar year and see how he does back in NXT with the current NXT roster. Because there really is a lot of NXT guys who weren't there in 2016-17, and so it'll be interesting to see how he fares against the likes of Tommaso Ciampa and Pete Dunne and Johnny Gargano these days and all these different people. Or maybe a Karrion Kross, or maybe even a current day Finn Balor who he tangled with back in NXT in those days. There's a familiar face. And so yeah, without any more further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this WWE 2K Universe Mode simulation where we put Shinsuke Nakamura back in NXT for 1 calendar year. And so you already know the vibes if you've seen any of these simulation videos before. We run through the roster and see who we're going to be dealing with in this NXT era with Shinsuke Nakamura before we actually jump into the simulation. You know what, kind of unprecedented by the way, but I'm going to try and do something a little ambitious and say the entire roster in one sitting, in one cut, in one breath. This might kill me, but I'm going to try it. So without any more further ado, here we go. Adam Cole, baby, Bobby Fish, Bronson Reed, Cameron Grimes, Candice LeRae, Chelsea Green, Dakota Kai, Damian Priest, Dexter Lumis, Ember Moon, Finn Balor Demon, who is the NXT Champion, Hansen, Ilya Dragunov, Io Shirai, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Johnny Gargano, Karrion Kross, Kushida, Kyle O'Reilly, who's half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, Matt Riddle, Bro, Pete Dunne, half of the Bros of Weight, of course, formerly known as, Rhea Ripley, Roderick Strong, Ro, Shinsuke Nakamura, of course, the simulation's all about him, Shotzi Blackheart, Tegan Knox, Tommaso Ciampa, the NXT North American Champion, Tony Storm, Trent Seven, Tyler Bate, Walter, the United Kingdom Champion, and Zaya Lee. Whoa. The question is, will Shinsuke Nakamura be on his first show back here in NXT? We're about to find out, but Demon Finn Balor has lost in a promo to Isaiah Swerve Scott. Shinsuke Nakamura is here and he has beaten Karrion Kross in his first match back on NXT. We love to see that. That is what we love to see. Shinsuke Nakamura beating Karrion Kross. British Strong Style have lost to Cameron Grimes and Johnny Gargano. Interesting team right there. Dakota Kai has beaten Candice LeRae, and in the main event, Matt Riddle has beaten Tommaso Ciampa in the promo. Now here we go with another episode of NXT where Isaiah Swerve Scott is having his way with Demon Finn Balor, the NXT champion right now. He beats him in a promo again. Dexter Lumis has beaten Roderick Strong, that creepy murderous bastard is back at it again. Rhea Ripley has beaten Candice LeRae. Io Shirai, the NXT Women's Champion, has beaten Shotzi Blackheart, and Matt Riddle beats Bronson Reed in the main event. I just realized, by the way, something I forgot to show you, but here are the current NXT champions right now. Demon Finn Balor, the NXT Champion. Women's Champion is Io Shirai. Tag Team Champions is the Undisputed Era. UK Champion is Walter, and the North American Champion is Tommaso Ciampa. With that being said, now we continue here for week 3 on NXT, where Io Shirai, the Women's Champion, has beaten Candice LeRae. Roderick Strong has lost to Cameron Grimes. Isaiah Swerve Scott has beaten Finn Balor in a promo again, and Shinsuke Shinsuke Nakamura has beaten Karrion Kross. Okay, it looks like them two have been launched into a rivalry now after that debut match. He beat Karrion Kross, and Karrion Kross is not finished with you yet. But anyway, now in the main event, Matt Riddle has pinned the North American champion Tommaso Ciampa, a banger of an edition of NXT. But now here we go for week 4 in NXT at the end of the month, where Isaiah Scott has beaten Ilya Dragunov, Roderick Strong has lost to the big man Bronson Reed, Candice LeRae has beaten Rhea Ripley, Shinsuke Nakamura is on a winning streak of 3-0 since he returned, beating Karrion Kross once again, and in the main event, Matt Riddle has pinned the North American champion back-to-back weeks. And man like Kushida is on the cover of this week of NXT, but Ilya Dragunov has pinned the NXT champion while Finn is down bad right now. Down horrendous. I can't believe what I'm saying. This man Finn has not won a single match or promo since the simulation began, so that's kind of insane. But anyway, Damian Priest is here and he has beaten Roderick Strong with Adam Cole in his corner. There it is. There's the first. Oh no, Karrion Kross and Shinsuke team up and they cannot get the job done against the tag team champions, but honestly, would you really expect them two rivals to team up successfully? I don't think I would. If anything, that kind of speaks to what kind of feud it is. Like, these men are so passionately against one another that they cannot even team up successfully for one match. Or at least that's a story I'm gonna tell myself anyway, I don't know. But anyway, moving on, Dakota Kai has beaten Candice LeRae and Tommaso Ciampa has beaten Kushida in the main event. And by the way, just in case you were curious, the animosity between enemies is on the verge of boiling over after an aggressive exchange between Karrion Kross and Shinsuke Nakamura. And oh my god, by the way, can we talk about this? Shout out to Shinsuke Nakamura. Karrion Kross tried to blind tag himself into the match and Nakamura said no. He attacked him and left him alone in the middle of the ring. That's the Shinsuke I love to see. And now here we go for another episode of NXT in June week 2, where Io Shirai, the women's champion, has been Candice LeRae. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish take care of British Strong Style. We hate to see that. And we're... something doesn't seem right here, and I'm just trying to put my finger on what that is. Does anyone want to tell me why Toni Storm took on Karrion Kross? Like, what? I'm assuming that's a glitch because I know I did that Roman Reigns simulation where he was in the women's division and, you know, I knew I was doing that. That was a mod, but I didn't change Toni Storm to a male and I didn't change Karrion Kross to a female, so... I guess NXT just loosened up on their intergender rules and they're just like, you know what, go at it. I mean, I hate to be that guy, but in the last AWGM mode episode, I did do Tessa Blanchard versus Matt Cardona in an intergender match, so is NXT copying me? Is that what we're doing to win the Wednesday Night Wars, Triple H? Is that what we're doing? Alright. But yeah, anyway, rather confusingly, Karrion Kross has beaten the hell out of Toni Storm. Alright, anyway, moving on. Finn Balor finally has a win back over Isaiah Scott. We love to see that for the Prince. And Matt Riddle has once again pinned the North American champion. But now moving on to another episode of NXT here, where Shinsuke Nakamura has lost to Row, really? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, of all the places that his first singles loss could have come to, it could have been Karrion Kross, but no. It's Row. On the list of things you hate to see, this is right at the top of this list. Row. I mean, I like the Viking Raiders, the War Machine, whatever, but beating Shinsuke, really? Nah, I'm not having this. Surely, Karrion Kross had something to do with this. I was caught unaware and was ambushed by his rival Karrion Kross using his entrance music. Okay, that's how he lost. It was a protected loss. Thank God. I was so scared there for a second. I thought Shinsuke was getting sent back to the, I don't even know what's lower than NXT, I guess, 205 Live. I mean, it's one thing to lose on main roster and get buried, but when you get buried at NXT, where do you go? I guess unemployment. Never fear, ladies and gentlemen, it was just because of a Karrion Kross distraction why Row capitalized, so I'm fine with that. We can take a deep breath collectively, and we can move on to the rest of the show here. Roderick Strong has beaten Damian Priest, Io Shirai has beaten Xia Li, Finn Balor Demon Finn Balor has beaten Isaiah Scott, and Cameron Grimes beats Matt Riddle in the main event. And now take a look at this. Karrion Kross himself is taking on Row. Surely Shinsuke has got to get a measure of revenge here in this one. Surely, right? Please do not tell me Shinsuke tried to distract and it didn't work. Intervened against Karrion Kross's assault, preventing another vicious attack. What? Are you telling me Karrion Kross tried to attack Raymond Rowe and Shinsuke helped him? And that counts as a win for... I don't even know what to say. The point is, Karrion, next time we're in the ring with you, you are catching a quick Kinshasa for your troubles, my friend. But anyway, this is what I love to see. British Strong Style beating the Undisputed Era, Io Shirai has beaten Rhea Ripley, and Demon Finn Balor has beaten Pete Dunne. That's an interesting little rivalry right there in the brewing. And Matt Riddle has beaten Tommaso Ciampa in a promo in the main event. But now it is time for the go-home show to NXT TakeOver Chicago, where Shinsuke and Bobby Fish have... What the hell's going on here? Hang on a second. Karrion Kross came down to ringside while brooding as he watched his rivals match. He made his move. After the match ended, attacking Shinsuke to start a brawl between the two superstars. But the question is, who won? I don't give a damn if he attacked us after the match. That's one thing, but who won the goddamn match? We need to know. I guess really I'm just gonna assume that Shinsuke won that match against Bobby Fish. I mean, Bobby Fish couldn't win a match in the last simulation on SmackDown, so he's not beating Shinsuke Nakamura, right? Surely. Although with that being said, on the list of things that I saw happening today, I did not see Raymond Rowe beating Shinsuke Nakamura, so anything can happen here in NXT, anything can happen in the WWE. But anyway, moving on. Matt Riddle has been that creepy murderous bastard Dexter Lumis. Roderick Strong has beaten Damian Priest. Finn Balor has lost again to Isaiah Swerve Scott. This time he has pinned the NXT champion, and Shotzi Blackheart has pinned the NXT Women's champion. We love to see that for Shotzi. Now it is time for NXT Takeover Chicago, where Io Shirai has retained the NXT Women's Championship against Rhea Ripley. Tucker and Otis are back in NXT. They've lost to the Undisputed Era. Okay, we love to see that. Shinsuke Nakamura has picked up his first win back on pay-per-view here in this simulation. In NXT, of course, and he has beaten Karrion Kross. There you go, Karrion. I told you we had a Kinshasa coming to you, and there it is. We deliver. In other news, Cameron Grimes has beaten Johnny Gargano. Chelsea Green has beaten Tegan Nox. Tommaso Ciampa is still the North American champion, and Finn Balor retains the NXT championship against a man in Isaiah Swerve Scott who had a lot of momentum, but he doesn't get the job done. Oh my goodness me, Shinsuke is about to call someone out on this episode of NXT. The question is, who is he about to call out here on this episode of NXT? Let's find out. Oh, it's Karrion Kross again. Okay, we're not done yet. Part of me there was kind of hoping, okay, we're gonna call out Finn Balor, the NXT champion, but I'll take taking out Karrion Kross a little bit more. We've beat him multiple times now. We'll beat him again. Shinsuke Nakamura called out Karrion Kross to the ring to confront him about his actions last week. Tempers got out of control quickly as the two superstars stopped talking and started throwing punches, turning their confrontation into a brawl. Alright, very interesting. But anyway, Damian Priest has beaten Roderick Strong. Finn Balor has beaten Ilya Dragunov. Okay, the champion finally picking up some wins. Io Shirai has beaten Candice LeRae. Speaking of champions picking up wins. And speaking of champions picking up wins, Tommaso Ciampa wins the main event against Matt Riddle. And now we move on to another episode of NXT here, where Isaiah Swerve Scott and Finn Balor have teamed up successfully to beat British Strong Style. Walter has teamed up with Ilya Dragunov to be the Undisputed Era. Okay, the UK champion is finally here. Rowe has beaten Karrion Kross. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Did we have anything to do with this, by the way? Let's take a little look here. Shinsuke Nakamura, Shinsuke Nakamura has had enough from his rival, taking out all his frustrations and anger on Karrion Kross with a furious attack. So yeah, we cost you that match. How's it feel, Karrion? But in other news, Matt Riddle has beaten Kushida, and Io Shirai wins the main event against Tegan Nox. And once again, Shinsuke Nakamura has beaten Karrion Kross here in NXT. Cameron Grimes has beaten Roderick Strong again. Isaiah Swerve Scott has beaten Pete Dunne. We hate to see that. Rhea Ripley has beaten Io Shirai in a promo, and Matt Riddle has lost to Ciampa again. And I don't know what the booking team is doing here in NXT, but we've got this match once again between Shinsuke and Karrion Kross, and we've beaten him again. Karrion, just stop showing up. The result will always be the same, my friend. But anyway, moving on, Kushida has been Roderick Strong, though, and it's been a low-key down bad right now. I'm starting to notice. But anyway, Io Shirai has been what? Oh my god. Ever just try and talk too fast and you just trip over yourself? Yeah, I do it all the time, if you can't tell. Anyway, Finn Balor has beaten Isa. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I've had such a long day of recording, like AWGM mode and MyCAREER universe. My voice is shot. I'm extremely tired. Forgive me. I'm sorry. But the point is, Finn Balor has beaten Isaiah Swerve Scott, and Io Shirai has beaten Xia Li. Okay, there we go. And Damian Priest has pinned the North American champion. And now it is time for the Go Home Show to NXT Takeover Brooklyn, where Damian Priest has beaten Matt Riddle. Hanson and Rowe are back in tag team action against the Undisputed Era, and they pick up a win. British Strong Style have lost to Roderick Strong and Kushida. Interesting team right there. Shinsuke, I mean, you know, I told you, Karrion, just stop coming for the king of Strong Style. You're best not miss, and you keep missing. So anyway, moving on, we are now here at NXT Takeover Brooklyn, where Tommaso Ciampa has retained the North American Championship once again. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly take care of heavy machinery. Karrion Kross has lost to Shinsuke once again. We love to see. Io Shirai retains the NXT Women's Championship. Ilya Dragunov has beaten that creepy murderous bastard Dexter Lumis. Finn Balor has won the United Kingdom champ. Wait, what? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Finn Balor has won the United Kingdom Championship, and he has retained. Oh, that's Demon Finn Balor. Sorry, my mistake. They're two different people. This man, Finn Balor, may be the greatest NXT superstar of all time. He has split himself into two entities. This man is Demon Finn Balor, the NXT champion, and normal, extraordinary man who can do extraordinary things or whatever the hell. Finn Balor is the United Kingdom champion. Wow. Normal Finn Balor is not even on the roster right now, which speaks to the volumes of how powerful Finn Balor is as the Demon. He has split into two entities, and he is now the NXT champion and the United Kingdom champion as well. Wow. What a man he is. What a man. What a demon. But with that being said, Finn, you seem to have two titles now, and Shinsuke has none. Maybe we'll have to set our sights on one of you here soon. With that being said, we continue with the NXT after NXT Takeover Brooklyn, where Rhea Ripley has been Io Shirai in a promo. Johnny Gargano is back and he's been Roderick Strong. Tegan Nox has been Chelsea Green. Tommaso Ciampa has been Damian Priest in a promo, and Well, what do we have here? Finn Balor brought on the crowd's roaring disapproval after his attack against the challenger in a desperate attempt to defend his title. What? Oh my goodness me, this night after all this NXT after TakeOver Brooklyn is wild. So one half of Finn Balor's personality, Demon Finn Balor, has turned heel. I'm assuming the other half is still babyface to keep balance, you know, perfectly balanced as all things should be. But Demon Finn Balor has gone ahead and turned heel and attacked Shinsuke Nakamura because I guess we were getting a bunch of wins and we were high in the power rankings, and now, you know, he's gone ahead and attacked us and turned heel. So, alright Finn, I see you. You want to go, big man, with a King of Strong style? Fine, let's do this. Let's do this right here, right now. Rhea Ripley has beaten the NXT Women's Champion, Io Shirai has pinned her. British Strong Style have beaten the Tag Team Champions. Chelsea Green has beaten Shotzi Blackheart. Matt Riddle has beaten Tommaso Ciampa in a promo. And Finn, we didn't want to see that, but anyway, minor, you know, we're still in the picture. And so now moving on to another episode of NXT here where the War Machine have lost to the Undisputed Era. Chelsea Green has beaten Xia Li. Shinsuke Nakamura has beaten Pete Dunne. Okay, Strong Style, British Strong Style and Japanese Strong Style going at it. Love to see that from you, Shinsuke, even though you're beating one of my favorites of all time. I'll accept it, you know, because you're the king of Strong Style. Rhea Ripley has beaten Ember Moon and Tommaso Ciampa has beaten Matt Riddle. And so we now move on to September week 2 here where Rhea Ripley and Io Shirai going at it again, but Chelsea Green has filled in for Io Shirai to pin the #1 contender, I think Rhea Ripley is, so that's pretty big for Chelsea Green. Roderick Strong has beaten Dexter Lumis. The Undisputed Era have beaten War Machine again, or the War Raiders, whatever. And okay, we hate to see that. Finn Balor has beaten us again, and Matt Riddle has beaten Ciampa again. Why did it have to be this way? Okay, you know what? That's not so bad. Demon Finn Balor used his own championship as a weapon to attack Shinsuke Nakamura before their non-title match. Okay, fine. But anyway, Shinsuke Nakamura is on the cover of this edition of NXT here, which is very promising. Chelsea Green has beaten Xia Li. She's on a win streak. Rhea Ripley's on a losing streak. She loses to Shotzi Blackheart this time instead of Chelsea Green. Roderick Strong has beaten Bronson Reed. Tommaso Ciampa and Matt Riddle team up successfully to beat British Strong Style. And again, we lose to Finn Balor. No. I mean, I love Finn Balor, and I would say he's definitely the better competitor when it comes to overall NXT. You know, this man really made NXT what it is. But come on, Shinsuke, you can do it. This is not good. This is not good at all, what I'm saying on NXT right now. But Chelsea Green has once again picked up another win. Okay, we're keeping an eye on you, Chelsea Green. You are picking up wins here on NXT. Io Shirai, the Women's Champion, is back in the winning column against Rhea Ripley, who was on a losing streak, by the way. We're keeping your eye on you, Rhea Ripley. You are down bad. But anyway, moving on, Cameron Grimes has been Roderick Strong. Pete Dunne has lost to Demon Finn Balor. Okay, I think we had a hand in that. And Johnny Gargano beats Matt Riddle. Yeah, just as I expected, we attacked Finn Balor with a furious attack. And look at who is on the cover of this edition of NXT right here, where Io Shirai has lost to Dakota Kai. Okay, that's a massive win for Dakota Kai. Roderick Strong gets his win back over Cameron Grimes. Chelsea Green still on a winning streak against Shotzi Blackheart. Tommaso Ciampa loses to Matt Riddle. And Shinsuke Nakamura, has pinned the NXT champion. Suck on that, Demon Finn. I mean, I know we lost to him like 1,000 times and we only just beat him, but surely at some point soon, we've got to get an NXT championship match soon, right? But Chelsea Green does her win streak continue. It does. She beats Xia Li. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish lose to the War Machine. Finally, they get their win back. Shotzi Blackheart with Io Shirai in her corner has lost to, or beaten Rhea Ripley, excuse me. Matt Riddle has beaten that creepy murderous bastard. And in the main, no. I really didn't want to see that, but anyway, Io Shirai has beaten Xia Li, Cameron Grimes has beaten Roderick Strong, Tegan Knox has ended the winning streak of Chelsea Green. I think she was at, what, like 4-0 right there, or 5-0 or something like that. Finn Balor has beaten Pete Dunne once again, and Tommaso Ciampa has beaten Matt Riddle in the main event. No sign of Shinsuke Nakamura, but I think we had something to do with this right there. Yeah, we attacked Finn Balor, okay. But now it's time for the final NXT of October, where Rhea Ripley has pinned the NXT Women's Champion, Roderick Strong has beaten Cameron Grimes, Chelsea Green is back in the winning column by beating Candice LeRae, Shinsuke Nakamura has beaten the former #1 contender Isaiah Swerve Scott, and Tommaso Ciampa has beaten Matt Riddle. But you've got to ask yourself, was this right here, in universe mode terms, because I know there's no #1 contender match, but in universe mode terms, was that a #1 contenders match? It really does make you think, and look who was on the cover of this edition of NXT. Again, it is my birthday week. We're in the first week of November right here, where Io Shirai has once again lost to Rhea Ripley. Johnny Gargano has beaten Roderick Strong. Cameron Grimes has beaten Damian Priest. Tommaso Ciampa beats Matt Riddle. And in the main event, Shinsuke Nakamura has won a promo against Finn Balor. Come on, Shinsuke. I believe in Shinsuke Nakamura. Big moment. Big moment. Everyone pause. Pause what you're doing. We're about to see if Shinsuke Nakamura can become a 3-time NXT champion here in his return to NXT against Demon Finn Balor. Oh yeah, I hate to see it. Shinsuke Nakamura unsuccessful in winning the NXT Championship. Roderick Strong has beaten Bronson Reed though. Damian Priest beats Cameron Grimes. Tommaso Ciampa, the North American Champion, picks up a win over Matt Riddle. And Io Shirai has once again lost to Rhea Ripley. We are now here for week 3 of NXT in November, where Io Shirai has beaten Candice LeRae. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly have lost to British Strong Style. We love to see that. Damian Priest has lost to Cameron Grimes. Finn Balor has beaten Ilya Dragunov. And Tommaso Ciampa beats Matt Riddle. And speaking of the aforementioned original bro, he is on the career of this NXT here today in the final week of November. Cameron Grimes has beaten Kushida. Roderick Strong beats Bronson Reed, the big man, down with a loss. Chelsea Green has pinned the woman who was pinning the champion, so shout out to Chelsea Green once again. She is on a roll lately. Finn Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura have successfully teamed up to beat the War Machine. We love to see that for our brothers in arms. The Too Sweet and the Yao. Anyway, moving on, Matt Riddle has picked up a win against the North American Champion. Another episode of NXT here where Cameron Grimes has lost to Roderick Strong. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, the Undisputed Era, have beaten British Strong Style. Io Shirai has picked up a win against Rhea Ripley, she's back in the winning column as the NXT Women's Champion. Tommaso Ciampa beats Riddle again, and Finn Balor beats Shinsuke Nakamura again. December week 2, where Shinsuke was on the cover of this edition of NXT. British Strong Style picks up a win in the opening match. Matt Riddle has beaten that creepy Meadows bastard again, Dexter Lumis. Hanson and Rowe have beaten the Undisputed Era. Io Shirai has lost to Rhea Ripley, and in the main event, Finn has beaten Shinsuke again. No, and I really hope Shinsuke picks up some sort of gold, even if it's the North American Championship. I'll take that for Shinsuke Nakamura because it wasn't around last time he was in NXT, so pick up something, Shinsuke, please. But anyway, Rhea Ripley and Shotzi Blackheart do their thing in the opening match. Dexter Lumis has murdered Roderick Strong and harvested his organs. Anyway, moving on, Cameron Grimes has beaten Kushida. Tommaso Ciampa and Matt Riddle do not team up successfully against British Strong Style, and Finn Balor has beaten Shinsuke Nakamura again. It's so bittersweet, man. Like, I love Finn Balor, but I love Shinsuke Nakamura. I really want Shinsuke to do something in this simulation, but he just can't. I mean, he's fighting against a man, a demon, who split himself into 2 separate entities, so how is he supposed to compete with that? You tell me that. How, William Regal? How Triple H? How? I mean, seriously, this motherfucker Finn Balor is probably like morphing into 2 people and everything, playing double team like he's in Pokemon. Oh, Shinsuke just can't catch a break. He's low-key down bad. But anyway, Johnny Gargano beats Matt Riddle in the opening match. Roderick Strong beats Cameron Grimes. British Strong Style lose to the Undisputed Era. Io Shirai is defending the NXT Women's Championship on NXT, and she retains against Rhea Ripley. And Finn Balor has lost to Isaiah Scott. And yes, we did have a part to play in that match. Demon Finn Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura got into a stare down in the ring, putting the crowd into an uproar over the anticipation of these 2 superstars in a title match. Okay, it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get one more opportunity at the NXT Championship in this simulation before Finn Balor's like, we don't care about you anymore. Before this man banishes us to the Shadow Realm and deletes our entity. It's one thing to split into 2 entities. He could probably just delete us like he's Matt Hardy. With that being said, it is now a new year. Yes, it is here on NXT, where Shinsuke Nakamura has beaten Pete Dunne. Okay, he's opening up the year with a win. Surely that's a sign of things to come. Also on this New Year's edition of NXT, Kushida has beaten Roderick Strong. Cameron Grimes has beaten Damian Priest. Tommaso Ciampa has beaten Matt Riddle again. That feud has been going on forever, by the way. It is dangerously close to Usos and FTR territory. And if you know what I'm saying, you'll watch the last simulation. But I'm kind of getting a little worried with these 2. Luckily, I like both of them, so I'm going to go ahead and let it slide for a little bit longer, but relax, okay? We don't need to see this every week. I don't want to have to go ahead and step in again and, play God, but I'm kind of going to have to if this continues. But anyway, in the main event, Io Shirai has beaten Candice LeRae in a call-out promo. But now here we go. It is January week 2 here on NXT, where Walter is back and he's beaten Cameron Grimes. British Strong Style or Mustache Mountain have beaten the Undisputed Era. Io Shirai has beaten Rhea Ripley, and really, Ilya Dragunov has beaten Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, Finn had something to do with this. I just know he did. But anyway, Matt Riddle, again, okay. You guys are thin ice. Thin ice. And when I say thin ice, I mean my patience has already run thin, by the way, for this kind of bullshit. So I'm sorry that feud is done. You know who I really feel like in this simulation today? I really feel like John Cena in the 2018 Royal Rumble, where he was like, now, Shinsuke, now. Win the NXT title, win the United Kingdom title, win something now. But with that being said, we are now here for the go-home show to Takeover Philadelphia, where Dominic Dijakovic has lost to Karrion Kross. Io Shirai has beaten Rhea Ripley once again. Matt Riddle has beaten Kushida. Finn Balor has lost to Shinsuke Nakamura. We love to see it. And Johnny Gargano has pinned the North American Champion Tommaso Ciampa in the main event. And I mean, when it comes to Gargano and Ciampa, oh shit, here we go again. And would you take a look at this? Karrion Kross versus Finn Balor for the United Kingdom Championship, and Finn Balor is still real rock and roller. He retains against Karrion Kross. In other news, the Undisputed Era have beaten Heavy Machinery. Johnny Gargano is your new North American Champion after beating Tommaso Ciampa. Isaiah Swerve Scott has been Isaiah Swerve Scott has beaten Ilya Dragunov. Io Shirai retains the NXT Women's Championship against Rhea Ripley. Damian Priest has beaten Dexter Lumis, and Finn Balor is still your NXT champion. Very depressing note aside, it is now time for the final NXT of January, where Dominik Dijakovic has beaten Karrion Kross, Ilya Dragunov has beaten Pete Dunne, we hate to see it. Johnny Gargano has lost in a triple threat match with that creepy murderous bastard Dexter Lumis and Damian Priest. Matt Riddle has lost to Cameron Grimes, and Io Shirai has beaten Rhea Ripley. Actually, wait, no, technically Io Shirai attacked Rhea Ripley before the match even began. I said she beat her, but she kinda did literally beat her, so yeah, I guess I wasn't wrong. But anyway, moving on to another episode of NXT here, where Dominik Dijakovic has beaten Karrion Kross in a call-out promo. Johnny Gargano has beaten Dexter Lumis, getting his win back from last week. Roderick Strong has beaten Matt Riddle. Shinsuke Nakamura and Finn Balor, will see what happened there in a second. And Io Shirai has beaten Rhea Ripley. This time, she has beaten Rhea Ripley. Heated aggression was on display yet again between the championship rivals as Finn Balor attacked Shinsuke Nakamura before the match began. He's now turning it up as he looks to definitively beat his opponent with their impending title match. I am legitimately stressed right now. Finn Balor, please drop the belt. I understand you're the greatest NXT champion of all time. You're trying to break your 292 record, but come on. February week 2, where Johnny Gargano has called out Tommaso Ciampa and beaten him in a promo. Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly are teaming up to beat the team of Mustache Mountain. Dominik Dijakovic has beaten Karrion Kross. Io Shirai beats Rhea Ripley once again, and Finn Balor has lost to Shinsuke Nakamura. Let's go. Come on, Shinsuke. Now is the time for you to do the damn thing. But with that being said, Shinsuke, you're on the cover this week of NXT. I need you to do this in the title match. Walter has beaten Karrion Kross. Rhea Ripley has beaten Tegan Nox, throwback to their old feud. Johnny Gargano has beaten Dex Lumis again. Tommaso Ciampa beats Matt Riddle for old time's sake. And Shinsuke has pinned Finn Balor 2 weeks in a row. I'm gonna get ahead of myself, but I really think this might be the time, fellas. I really think this might be the time. Dominik Dijakovic in a self-promotion promo is interrupted by Karrion Kross, and he still got the job done. Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly beat Mustache Mountain once again. Johnny Gargano beats Damian Priest. Rhea Ripley and Io Shirai do their thing, and oh my goodness, 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 oh my god. Oh my god, Shinsuke has beaten the NXT champion 3 weeks in a row. Are we gonna see a fairy tale ending? No pun intended, I just saw Tommaso Ciampa right there, but are we gonna see a fairy tale ending to finish things off here in the simulation? Io Shirai retains her NXT Women's Championship. Okay, Dexter Lumis has pinned the North American champion. Shinsuke Nakamura continuing his month-win streak over Isaiah Swerve Scott right there. Tommaso Ciampa beats Matt Riddle in the main event. I don't even care about anything else right now. I want to see Shinsuke with that NXT Championship before the year is done. And our boy Shinsuke Nakamura is on the cover of this week of NXT again. Will this be a storybook return to NXT for Shinsuke? We're about to find out. Riddle has beaten Ciampa in a call-out promo. Dominik Dijakovic has beaten Tyler Breeze with Fandango in his corner. Johnny Gargano has won a fatal 4-way with a bunch of North American title contenders. Io Shirai has been Candice LeRae in a promo, and yep, status quo is back. Back to the status quo. Yay. Come on, man, don't do this to me. We are so close to WrestleMania weekend. Io Shirai has beaten Tegan Nox. Mustache Mountain have beaten the Undisputed Era. Tony, I don't even know what to say about this. Anyway, Isaiah Scott has pinned Shinsuke Nakamura, and Gargano has beaten Riddle in the main event. No! I don't understand Shinsuke. He's been on this momentum wave. He's high in the power rankings. Obviously, you get the plus ratings from being high in the power rankings, but apparently, Shinsuke just can't hang in current day NXT. Is that what I'm seeing? I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because Shinsuke is a little older in this simulation. You know, it's been a couple years since he was prime Shinsuke in NXT, but still, like, come on, bro. Anyway, Tommaso Ciampa has beaten Damian Priest. Dominik Dijakovic has beaten Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross down bad right now. Johnny Gargano beats Dexter Lumis. Io Shirai beats Rhea Ripley. And okay, we've won a tag match with the NXT champion against the War Machine once again. This happened before, and then we got a title match. So I'm just saying, we're a couple weeks away from the pay-per-view right now. Johnny Gargano has lost to Kushida. Okay, Dominik Dijakovic and Karrion Kross stealing some of Finn Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura's playbook by beating the Undisputed Era, teaming up those two rivals. Io Shirai has beaten Candice LeRae. Shinsuke has got his win back over Isaiah Swerve Scott, and Tommaso Ciampa has beaten Matt Riddle. And now, gentlemen, we are here. Everybody take a deep breath, because it is now time for NXT Takeover New Orleans, the final stop of this 1-year return to NXT for Shinsuke Nakamura. In this simulation, will our King of Strong Style pick up the NXT Championship to finish things off? Lord, I hope so. Matt Riddle has beaten Tommaso Ciampa. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly beat Heavy Machinery. Karrion Kross has lost to Dominik Dijakovic. Dominik Dijakovic. Finn Balor has beat, normal Finn Balor, sorry, the UK champion, has beaten Dexter Lumis. Johnny Gargano has retained the North American Championship against Damian Priest. Tegan Nox has beaten Io Shirai for the NXT Women's Championship. And in the main event, Or Demon is just too overpowered, and Shinsuke Nakamura does not get the job done, does not win the NXT Championship in his return in the steel cage in New Orleans in NXT. It is considered a failure. You've just got to consider this return a failure. That's simply it. So yeah, that is pretty depressing. I was hoping that Shinsuke Nakamura could go ahead and pick up the NXT Championship at least once in this simulation, or a North American title, or a United Kingdom Championship, maybe even a tag title I would have taken. I mean, shit, at this point, I would have taken you Kinshasa-ing Io Shirai and taking her title. I just want to see Shinsuke with some gold, but unfortunately, it didn't happen. And so yeah, there we go. There is Shinsuke Nakamura back in NXT for 1 year in WWE 2K Universe mode. It did not go well for the King of Strong Style. But if you did enjoy this simulation, then please drop a like on it. It will do some out some more YouTube a lot more than you think. And also subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss the up-and-coming content on the channel. And in case you missed the memo, we're on the road to 20k, so help me out with that. I'd greatly appreciate it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And that's been it. Too sweet. And God, I feel disgusting doing a too sweet after Shinsuke Nakamura just got destroyed by our boy Finn Balor. But Finn Balor is forever, and he is real rock and roller, so